This video was made in 1 hour. 20 minutes to script, 10 minutes to record audio, and 30 minutes to edit. Why did I decide to do this? Well, it's been a long time since my last video. And especially if you look at this year, each video has taken longer than the last to come out. And there's a number of reasons why that's the case. For starters, I actually have a full-time job. And recently my job's gotten busier, which has left me with less time for things like video games and YouTube videos. Not to mention I'm often really tired after work and I just want to sleep. So that's really slowed me down by a lot. Another thing is the fact that COVID's finally ending. It is June 27th as of me making this video. Here in California, things reopened about 2 weeks ago, so I've really been trying to go out as often as I can and see as many people as I can. Basically just making up for the fact that I literally lost a year and 3 months of my life. So when you consider that I work weekdays and I go out on weekends, you can see that there's really not that much time for making YouTube videos anymore. And lastly, and probably the biggest reason, is that I feel like I've really upped the quality of my videos in the past 2 years. Like I can't even go back and watch my old videos without cringing because I'm just so critical of myself. But with the quality upgrade comes more hours. I think my last video took me around 15 hours to make, which is nothing to sneeze at really. That's like 2 9-to-5 workdays. If I do that over the weekend, I'm literally working my weekends. And when you consider the other reasons, it's hard to find this kind of time. But despite all these reasons, I really like making videos. I've never been good at writing or composition. Back in high school, my weakest subject was literature because we had to write essays and I sucked at writing essays. So it's kind of funny that nowadays I actually enjoy writing scripts and making these YouTube videos that, really, if you think about it, they're just essays in video format. It's probably where the phrase video essay comes from. There's a story I once read. I don't know where exactly the story came from, but one source from my 5 seconds of Googling says it's from the book Art and Fear by David Bayles and Ted Orland. The story goes that there was a pottery or ceramics teacher that was teaching a class. The teacher divided his class into 2 groups and gave them 2 different grading criteria. For the first group, each student only had to make 1 single pot, and they would be graded based on how good that one pot was. The second group was graded by weight. Their job was to make as many pots as they could, and if the total combined weight of the pots exceeded 50 pounds, they would receive an A in the class. Classic quality versus quantity. But the interesting end to the story is that the quality group spent a lot of their time doing research and figuring out how they could make the perfect pot. But when it actually came time to make the pot, they just didn't really have much to show for it. The quantity group, on the other hand, just made pot after pot after pot. And maybe no pot was ever perfect, and their first few pots were crummy as hell. But as they learned from their experiences and mistakes, each pot they made was inevitably better than the last. In the end, the individuals in the quantity group actually achieved higher quality pots than the individuals of the quality group. The reason I'm telling this story is because I'm done making good videos. I think I just need to make more videos, regardless of how good I think they are. I've got some ideas to do some music stuff, and maybe I'll bring back the food vlogs. I sure hope none of you subscribe for any one type of video in particular, because that's not what you're gonna get here on the John the Apple channel. So yeah, here's to more crappy videos that hopefully will become less crappy over time. 20 minutes to script, 10 minutes to record, and 3.5 hours to edit. It's the idea that counts.